What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another market breakdown. We are covering none other than XAU, USD, GCU1, aka gold. And this is my favorite pair. This is pretty much the only pair that you're going to see me actively trade, unless it's a stock that I've been watching for a couple months and I see a great opportunity that I just can't miss out on. So, if you haven't already, be sure to go back and watch the rest of the content that we have. And without further ado, let's get into this market breakdown. Okay, so we talked about gold this week. It formed this beautiful ascending channel, rejected our support and resistance zone. And before you get too caught up in, oh, this is a support and resistance zone, you can mark it up anywhere. You know what? You're right. Absolutely. However, here's what you got to know. If you're using a support and resistance zone, you have to take it at context to what price action is actually telling you. So in this case, we had a beautiful support and resistance zone. 1, 2, 3. Let me grab my paintbrush. Here, here, here. Really 4, 5, 6. So then when price is coming up into the point of our rejection area, our support and resistance area, it's getting there in an ascending channel, which means if you look at how price is forming, and price being the candlesticks, the bars, look at how they're forming. It's not impulsive movements. It is a bunch of consistent smaller candles that are just slowly reaching up into the area of support and resistance. And when that's given, we can look for a couple things. We could have looked for a clear breakout, then a correction that forms here for us to take a flag in this area to go higher if the market wanted to continue. Which, by the way, I had some people on one of my other posts, one of the bigger posts I had, that were saying, oh, gold's going to go higher. It's going to take off from there. Well, guess what? Here we are. We had a huge pull, a drop in gold, and we aren't doing anything other than following what the market is providing. The market was telling us it wants to continue in a downward trend. So we're not going to fight the trend. We're going to take trades in the direction of the trend, which gives us a bigger opportunity. So that way we're not taking counter trend trades where we're constantly getting stopped out. You're blowing your capital, you're using improper risk, you're blowing accounts, you're losing your funding because you're not following the direction of what the market is actually telling you. So we had a couple beautiful things here. One, the ascending and the rejection. That was the first idea that we were going to continue down. Two, the flag on the 15-minute time frame was ridiculous. I hope you go back and look at the other idea that I posted on that flag. Crazy. And then we got another flag here for another drop in price, and we're almost at the second take profit. Our original take profit was here, take profit 1, which got hit. This was our second take profit. Again, go back to our other streams, which were a week and a half ago, where we marked up our take profits of where we would be looking for price to retrace back to, and we discussed these areas of price. You can't even make this stuff up. So now we're going to wait for a little bit bigger of a flag to form since it's down here at the bottom. And I can't give you an idea of how that flag is going to shape up. But if I had a guess, it's either going to immediately come down, tag this out, and then start to give us a little bit of a push higher. And we wouldn't be looking to take trades higher till we got a break above this area, right? Our next lower high on our smaller time frame for us to go ahead and start taking trades in the counter trend position. But if the market gives us a clear breakdown below here, okay, and then we start forming a flag down in this area, we're going to continue to take the trade lower until it tells us that it doesn't want to go any lower. And what do we say? This on gold, since we've been marking this up, this an entry here all the way down, this is almost 1,200 pips on gold that we have marked up, that we've discussed, that we've shown. And it's just off a basic price action. There's nothing complicated. There aren't any moving averages. There aren't any oscillating bands, no RSIs, none of that. We're simply following what is giving to us in the simplest form, which is price. So price has shown us where it wants to go. It's going to go down to 23.48. It might not go there immediately, but it's going to hit 23.48. That's a given. And if it wants to go lower, cool. Because then I'm going to be looking for my next target at 22.65. And for now, I might not even trade gold for the rest of the week because I've gotten everything I need out of it, but I'm going to mark it up for y'all. Okay. Let's go ahead, check out the dollar. The dollar has formed a beautiful flag. Let's go look on the 4-hour. Yeah, the dollar has formed a beautiful flag. Let's delete this little bit off of here. Delete that off. We got a break of this high. What do we say? If we get a break of that high after we rejected an area, then we're going to wait for the pullback, which it's given to us, and we're going to wait for the market to go higher. Okay, so there's the bottom of our trend. If we get a break of this, I would still have to see before I can call that we're going to continue to have some sort of retracement on the DXY, a break of 103.649. And again, not just a little break, because it could break and then it's going to pull back again, give you some type of area like this, and then price is going to want to continue in a downward trend. However, we formed this beautiful flag, so I kind of want to see it drop, spike back up here, give us a little bit of a flag in this area, like so, and then we'd be looking for price to go higher. And that's probably going to align with the same thing gold wants to do. You know, it's probably going to want to form a little bit of a bigger flag, maybe even like a descending channel into this area, then give us a bit of a bigger pullback up into like this area before dropping lower, right? I wouldn't be opposed to that either, because then once it starts to do what we did down here, which we've got a break of this, it retraced back lower and never broke this. Then we got this first flag where we started taking our buys up. Second flag, took buys up. It retraced back down and never broke the low. Took buys up again. And that's the same type of play we would get here. We would wait for it to either reject this zone, push back up, or we'd wait for a clear break below, then for it to form some type of bigger flag in this area. Failed here, lower low there, price continues to drop. US 30 rejected back up into our area. This is the 4-hour. Let's look at 1 hour. So I don't really trade US 30 that much, but I was marking this up for someone. We never got a break of this area, and that's what I'm paying attention to if we're going to know that US 30 is going to go higher. We would have a break of this. Let's throw this on top, actually. We'd have a break of this and then some sort of retracement, and then we would wait for the indication, a flag, something that gives the market is giving us an indication that it's about to continue. However, we got a break of this low, and then we push back in, and we're kind of forming something here. By the way this is shaping up, I wouldn't expect it to go tomorrow. It could, but I feel like it might consolidate a little bit tomorrow, giving us a little bit more of a flag. NAS 100, same thing, just looks a little messy. GBPUSD. Man, that's so textbook, y'all. Ooh, that's so good. 1, 2, 3, rejection. Let's look for something on the 4-hour. Let's look at it on the 1-hour. And yeah, it did. It gave us it here and here. So this is definitely an indication for me in this area that price wants to go lower. So I could see price coming back all the way down to really this area. First target being this area. And then let me zoom back out on the 4-hour. And we just have a bunch of targets down here too. Down here for breaks and these. But really, I'm starting to see it kind of form. It wants to form a bit of a bigger pattern up top. Yeah, it wants to form some type of bigger pattern. That's for sure. And on the 4-hour, for it to really give us an indication that it wants to reverse on the 4-hour, some people want to patiently wait. Yeah, it gave us this on the 1-hour time frame, but the 1-hour is a lower time frame. So a lower time frame isn't going to carry as much weight as a higher time frame. So really, for us to get a big sign of reversal, we would have to see it break this right here. Let's mark this up. 4-hour LQZ / reversal. We would have to see it break this, but there's plenty of room in this thing for it to mess around. EU, that's a beautiful flag. Tesla continuing its drop. Nvidia, yo, I marked this up the other week. Jeez, y'all, I literally marked this down here for it to hit, and it just pinpoint 107.12. For the people who actually stay for the entirety of this, I beg you to get back and watch some of these other streams because we talk about these pairs. And it's just, I love trading just for the simple fact of like, no, you can't pinpoint accurately. Let me reverse that. You're not going to call every single trade, but when you get to the point that you can mark up just about any pair and about 90 to 80% of the forecasts and predictions that you make play out, it's seriously just the most satisfying feeling. And that's just one of the main reasons like I love trading is for that right there. But yeah, gold. I'm honestly probably tempted to take this higher just because I know it's going to form some type of bigger play. But there's really no clear flag. I know I could take it just off of mass psychology. I bet if I drop down to the 5-minute, there's probably something there. Yeah, there is. Impulse flag here. Did we get a break of this yet? No. Yeah, I'd be curious to see. It's rejected at once. I'm gonna see if it rejects it twice, and if we get a drop below here, we could probably look for some type of short sell off, and then we'd probably look for the market to go higher. From where we're at to our take profit area, it's 170 points. There's this one, and then there's this one. Those are a shorter time frame, like we could look for a retracement in this area. This one's more likely, where we could maybe get some type of pullback into here for us to go higher. Break this, maybe get us another pullback to here, like that, and then go higher into this, and then get our bigger sell off, That was a terrible flag. Yeah. And then get a bigger sell off into this area, giving us another ascending type channel with some more structure included in it, giving us our take profit. And then I would, when it hits this area, I would look for to see how it rejects if it goes ahead and pushes higher. So this the market, it can do it once. You know, you're going to hear me say that a million times because the key to trading is being objective enough to be profitable. I feel like that's a word right there itself. Being objective enough to become profitable. Such a key. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed today's little stream. We're going to end it at like 15, 17 minutes. Please do yourself a favor. Go check out some of our other trades, some of our other post ideas where we cover Nvidia, US 30, NAS 100, Tesla, of course, gold, of course, the DXY. We discuss all these things. And yeah, we always have trade ideas like this. I give out a ton of free game. This isn't just like a promotion to go subscribe or whatnot. I really genuinely mean, like, if you're someone who's trying to learn trading, let's take out the word try. If you're someone who's learning trading, you're someone who wants to succeed in trading, I give out a ton of free information, a ton of free game that you're not going to catch other people doing. Like, honestly, I hate to say this, but if you went through enough of my stuff, like, you could probably piece it together. You know, I probably shouldn't even let you know that, but I'm letting you know that, and because I genuinely want to see people succeed. This trading thing is only complicated because it's new. It's new to you, you know, and when things are new to us and we don't understand something, we have that human urge inside of us to push it away because it's scary, it's unknown. And when something's unknown, it's in the unfamiliar, sometimes we don't want to take time to get to know that thing because, like, the possibilities of what could come are so scary because of our conditioning that we just urge away from it. And I want you to know that from someone who scored a 15 on their ACT, a 16 on their ACT, who can come into trading and with enough time, with enough patience, with enough objectivity, and I'm not even going to include the word discipline, but with enough willingness, as we say, act as if, persist until, and become the asset. That's what we're about. You know, act as if, persist until, and become the asset. Hopefully, no one takes that. That's our thing. But I just want to share that with you because some people aren't willing to give themselves enough time to succeed. And I hope that you hearing this right now, you give yourself enough time to succeed. There's going to come a time where you get frustrated, you get down, you blow an account, you blow 2 accounts, you blow 3 accounts. You're going to wonder, is this thing even working for me? But I promise you're always 3 foot from gold. Don't stop short of, you know, your target. This trading thing can seem overwhelming. It can seem frustrating. You're going to want to not go anymore. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to want to give up. But if you have the willingness to learn, and not just the willingness to learn, but the willingness to change, there's going to be that 1% tweak that comes along that completely shifts your whole entire trading mentality and your trading strategy that takes you from unprofitable to profitable. And you're going to realize, like, it was never this complicated thing. It was never complex. You always had the ability to do, you know, to take your trading to the next level. So I hope you enjoyed my little rant. And that's it for today, I promise. Um, be sure to follow, be sure to boost the post. We really appreciate you. And as always, I will catch you next Asia session. But since tomorrow's Friday, I'm going to be doing some market reviews Saturday, some market reviews Sunday as we open up for Asia Sunday. And then, yeah, let's go ahead. I hope you have a successful day tomorrow, and I hope you have a even better week next week as we come into it. So until then, as always, peace.